PTV Hub is a cloud-based platform solution. So it's not desktop-based, it's cloud-based, but it does work with the desktop licenses for PTV Visum, Visum, Viswalk, and Vistro. So that is our one statement sentence of what is PTV Hub. And where does PTV Hub exactly sit in our mobility tech suite? If you've been paying attention for the past few years now, we've now merged with Econolite under this umbrella of Umovity. So PTV's software is within this pink border that you see right now. And Econolite software is now within this blue border that you can see. And basically, if you just gray out the Econolite side of things right now, you can see PTV Hub is this icon here. It's the darker pinkish icons. That means it's a cloud product within our color system of icons. And PTV Hub will incorporate the desktop products that we have. So again, Vistro, Visum, Visum, Viswalk, these will all be made available and functionality made available within PTV Hub. So that's kind of the overall picture and what that looks like within our product suite. Okay, so background information, the motivation for PTV Hub. Why did we develop it? Well, from the development perspective, that's my job. We look at user feedback, we look at user pains, and then we look at what can users gain by having a new software or new feature or something like this. So we use this pains and gains landscape. So looking at user pains before PTV Hub, we heard a lot of feedback that it's difficult to share models that are big, like a Visum model that's very large size or something. It's hard to collaborate on these models and share results with reviewers. So that was one common feedback we heard. The other thing we heard was we need a better way to set up and manage licenses. So if you've been around with PTV for a while, there's many ways you can get a license from us. But PTV Hub provides a more consolidated way and a more intuitive way to manage licenses for your team. And hopefully you'll see that today. And then finally, the last pain here is it takes too long to run my models and meet my deadlines. We've heard from many users, even though we're better than our competitors in some areas, we heard from many users that it may take 24 hours to run a large Visum model, or maybe you have 20 or 30 scenarios of a Visum model with 10, runs each or 100 runs each, something like this. So PTV Hub is a way to help streamline that pain. So the gains that we're expecting, hopefully you'll give us feedback on this after you try it, is you can say, wow, I can now easily manage my desktop licenses. You can say, wow, now I can share my models and collaborate on my results. You're gonna love cloud computations because you can run simulations in parallel or scenarios in parallel. And you can create these interactive dashboards to help simplify the data sets that you have and stories you need to tell with your customers. And finally, there's this desktop subscription and a way to consolidate the licenses and cloud functionality all in one invoice, package, paid bill, etc. So we're hoping those are the gains that you'll see from Hub. And talking about this functionality, the core functionality, yes, license management. Again, this is centralizing the licenses you have within your agency or within your consultancy. These will also allow license borrowing. So don't worry about functionality like that. You'll have license borrowing. If you need to update a license or you're adding a module, I mean, this is all handled within the license management area. Workspaces, for me, you may have heard me say this before, I view this kind of as like a project folder or a place to store your dashboards and models. You'll see in this presentation how we're using workspaces. It also controls access to this specific content through the workspace, so you can give permissions to this folder. Model management, this is where you can have version controls and you can share models, and you'll see a lot of this today in our demos. Cloud computation, this is really cool. So you basically have a giant computer behind you now with PTV Hub. So some of you in your offices may have a desktop machine in the corner that you use to run large calculations and computations. But now with PTV Hub, you have an infinite amount, not infinite amount, but you have a lot of these cloud computing machines behind you. So you can run 3 or 4 very large VSUM models at the same time and get the results. So it's really, really cool. And dashboards, you've heard about dashboards from us for a while, but you can still create, visualize, share insights from VSUM, VISUM, VisWalk, and Vistro with dashboards. Who uses Hub? Everybody uses Hub within your workspace. So entire organizations can use Hub. So Hub is for the entire organization. It's not just something you would use for a project and only a small amount of people can use it. If you are a large consultancy, you can buy one Hub and it's available for your entire consultancy. So that's what I'm meaning by entire organization. You can also invite some external users, so people outside of your organization can be invited to it to participate. Maybe they can help you build some models, or they can help you look at some dashboards. And with that functionality, you're able to talk about models and collaborate with reviewers and stakeholders, decision makers like the mayor or some head of another agency that's not your own agency. Of course, you can share dashboards with public users and engage with the public, share your ideas there. And then finally, IT administrators can even use Hub because they're the ones that currently are probably helping you out with license management and setting up CodeMeter and all that fun stuff. But now they can administer Hub and set up the licenses through the web environment. So they will also be using it. Okay, and that is it.